Hey friends, welcome back. It is time for our rematch against champion Steven Stone. I have Tempo our Night King in the lead because I think Steven still starts with his Skarmory. And we have Thunderbolt, which is one of the few moves on our team super effective against Skarmory. And if he doesn't, we have Earth Power, which should be good against most of his other Pokemon. So we can really come in swinging because this is the toughest battle yet. Welcome, champion. Let me test my skills against you once again. Straight into the point. I like it. Very cool graphics as well. And his Mega Stick Pin, or whatever it is. Alright, Steven, bring it on. And there's Skarmory. Now his team, I believe, is quite a bit higher than the Elite Four's was. Well, a decent bit higher. I think theirs was like, what, 74 for Drake's team, and Steven's is 3 levels higher at 77. And like I thought, Skarmory, so we will use Thunderbolt. We do also have 2 fire attacks on our team. Fire Fang on our Tyrantrum and Heat Wave on Pidgeot, but I figured we might want to save those for a little later on, so Tempo seemed like a good bet. I'm going to use... Let's use Ice Beam, because it should still be a knockout. He might use a full restore, he might switch. I was really worried about like a switch to, I don't know, Claydol or something maybe. And I didn't want to be too predictable there. But luckily an Ice Beam and Thunderbolt should still be a knockout. And we are faster, so really all he got out of that was some spikes on our side of the field. Which, you know, is something. That's going to hurt all of our Pokemon by, I think, 1/8 of their health when they switch in. So that might be a decent boon to him long term, but we'll see if it makes a difference. Now, Aggron is 4 times weak to Earth Power, and it should be slower. Aggron is another Pokemon on my to-train list. But Aggron does have the ability Sturdy, which means it cannot be knocked out in 1 hit. And can we survive an Earthquake? It's a very powerful attack, super effective. Yes, but it does not get same type attack bonus because Aggron is not a ground type. Whereas we are a ground type. Oh! I should have taken my own advice and not used the same move twice in a row, because now he's going to bring in a Pokemon with Levitate. If I would use Ice Beam, that would have been so, like, big-brained, but... I just clicked the button and didn't even think twice. Well, the good news here is we are faster. The bad news is, because we don't get Stab, this probably won't be a one-shot. We're also quite a bit lower in level. Yeah, if I would have gotten... that would have been so great if I had used Ice Beam just to finish off that last 1 HP. I guess I could have used Thunderbolt and it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Because Claydol is also ground type, but... Now Reflect is going to have the damage Steven's team takes, it's hard to say, for 5 turns from physical attacks only. And luckily with the damage rolls there we were able to take it out in 2 hits, which means it is which means it did not get a light screen up. Alright. I'm trying to think who he has left. I don't really know if it's still like Cradily and all. He's probably gonna switch again though. He might use a full restore. But let's use Ice Beam. And yeah, there's the full restore, but the good news is we'll break Sturdy, and then we should still be faster. Aggron has no priority moves, so 1 more Earth Power will definitely finish off Aggron. It is 4 times super effective, and it gets Stab. And down goes Aggron. Alright, so we're off to a good start. Just keep in mind that his Mega Metagross is extremely powerful and could easily sweep most of our team. Carbink, okay. Cute little guy. Usually I would say Carbink is trying to put up screens, but I don't think it is because Claydol had that job. I'm not sure what Carbink wants to do. Now it is a Fairy and Rock type, so it's even from Sludge Wave, but it should be weak to Earth Power. Unless it has Levitate, but yeah, I don't think it does. So, not a knockout, and it's going to use Earth Power in return. And that will be a knockout, but Tempo did a great job, and he was only our first Pokemon, so we have plenty more yet to bring out. And no more Reflect, okay, which is good, because Tempo was a special attacker, so being able to hold out that long, that was awesome. Let's go ahead and... I'm trying to think here. Yeah, let's bring in Finnick. Finnick is super effective against Carbink. And he has more Pokemon left, I think, besides Carbink and Metagross, yeah. I'm not sure who that could be. So he might use a full restore. But let's use Earthquake just because, as we know, Wood Hammer and Superpower have detrimental effects as well. Whereas Earthquake, a nice way to knock it out and not take any damage or lower our stats. Aerodactyl, that makes sense. Okay, so he doesn't have the 2 fossil Pokemon he had last time, Armaldo and Cradily, but he has 2 new fossil types. Unfortunately, one of them is a flying type, and we are 4 times weak to flying. But I don't really want to switch out because I don't really want to take more Spikes damage. So let's go for Stone Edge, which is super effective. Ice Fang is super effective as well. I guess he doesn't know any flying moves, or he's not very smart if he knew one and didn't use it, because while it's super effective, it's only singly super effective, it's not a super strong attack, and he does not get same type attack bonus. I am going to use Wood Hammer here. Alright, because I was thinking he's either going to use full restore, where it will do a lot of recoil damage, or he's going to just, you know, die. In which case it doesn't take much recoil. It doesn't take much recoil damage because he didn't have much health left to begin with. So, I didn't want to lower my stats just in case we're faster than Metagross. I don't think there's any way we are because Chestnut is not super fast, and we are 8 levels lower, but he might use Meteor Mash and miss. He might use Giga Impact and miss. I don't really know what he's going to do. So, let's use Earthquake, which, if it hits, will do a good amount of damage. Now, Mega Metagross does have a very high defense stats, so, and we don't get stabbed from it, but hey, at least it's some damage. And, oh, we are faster! Wow, that is surprising. I would have thought Metagross was faster, being such a higher level, but yeah, Zen Headbutt makes sense. So, good job, Finnick, doing some damage. And, alright, let's see what we want to do now. Who do I want to bring in? So many options here. Let's bring in... I could bring in Thrasher and hope his Meteor Mash misses. And if so, we could retaliate with Fire Fang, which would be a lot of damage. Let's do that. It's risky because he could hit with Meteor Mash and get the attack boost, which would be really bad. But if he doesn't, then this will be really good. Also, oh, actually, Crunch should do more damage because we are in Gen 6, so Steel no longer resists Dark type attacks. So yeah, let's actually use Crunch. I forgot that Metagross is also weak to Crunch. And it's weak to... Oh, there's the Meteor Mash. It is a hit. That'll probably be a knockout, yeah. But does he get the attack increase? I really hope he doesn't. Okay, good. No attack increase. I could bring in Simon for Shadow Ball, but he's probably faster. Mega Metagross is pretty fast. So let's bring in Jest. And my goal here is going to be just to take whatever attack he wants to do, and then retaliate with Surf. Because everything else is not very effective. And like I said, this is, you know, just because we have so many Pokemon right now. Oh, a critical hit! That is a very bad time to get a critical hit. That could have won him the game right there, that one lucky crit. I don't know. Ooh, this is the hard part. I don't know if Clever will be faster. Being before we Mega Evolve. We don't have any Intimidation. I think, well, Mega Metagross is not a clear body, so... I'm going to bring... I think at this point I don't have a lot of options. I don't know if a Heat Wave is going to defeat it and from where it is right now. If we had gotten a Surf in with Jest, I think it would have, but I think it's too much HP, so... Do I go for Shadow Ball or do I go for Yawn? Let's go for Shadow Ball. And we're going to have to really hope the Meteor Mash misses, and it didn't. We've gotten some bad luck in this one. That was close, though. Alright, now... Oh, and it got the attack boost. So, our only chance here is to hope that even before we evolve, the Clever is faster. If we do a rematch here, I think I might go in Mega Evolving earlier in the battle, because that might have been the difference here. Alright, let's go for Heat Wave, and of course we're going to Mega Evolve as well. Mega Evolution versus Mega Evolution. Both of us are on our last Pokemon. This would be epic if we do win. But we'll see. This would be a really great time for a crit. And it is faster. Can we survive Zen Headbutt? That's a lot of damage. Come on, Clever. Ah, not quite. Oh yeah, it had the attack boost too. Yeah, there was just no way. So that was a little bit unlucky. I think that crit might have changed the battle there, although, yeah, because if he hadn't gotten that crit, I wouldn't have switched in our Sylveon. I would have switched right to Pidgeot afterwards, and he wouldn't have had that attack boost, and we might have survived his Zen Headbutt. I don't know. But I'm going to change around our strategy just a little bit, and we'll be right back for a rematch. Stay tuned. Okay, we are back for attempt number 2. This time I have switched Clever to the front of the party, and that is because I want to make sure Clever is Mega Evolved going into Metagross. Obviously, Metagross is by far the biggest threat here. Also, I forgot to save after Drake, so I had to go back and redo the Pokemon League again, but I did go back to my last save point. That way we don't have any more XP than we did going in last time. And I think all the Pokemon are the exact same levels they were on the first attempt. I definitely tried to keep it that way for consistency. Alright, so there is Skarmory. And now, unfortunately, we don't have U-turn anymore, so maybe it would have been smart to keep that, because that would have broken Sturdy, which I believe Skarmory also has. I could stay in, but we might take some damage, and we might actually... Well, I need to stay in for at least one turn, because I need to Mega Evolve. So let's stay in, and let's go with Heat Wave. That'll do some damage. But I'm pretty sure Skarmory can survive it, at least with its Sturdy ability. And we'll see if it wants to use Stealing in return. It might still just put down Spikes. That would be, I think, the best case scenario here, because Clever's health is very valuable. It's time to see if U-turn or Heat Wave is the better strategy. Alright, it is down to that 1 HP. Or no, it didn't actually say Sturdy, so maybe that was just damage variation. But the good news is we're faster, so should I stay in and finish off Skarmory? Or is there a reason to switch? Can't think of a reason to switch. So let's stay in. Full Restore, I'm not surprised by that, but once again, we're just going to use another turn. We're still faster, so not too worried here. I guess this might change the order Steven sends in his Pokemon, but like all trainers in this game, he always saves his best for last. So I'm not sure it's going to matter too much in the long run. Alright, down goes Skarmory. I guess the one thing is I could have switched into a different Pokemon that could take an attack from Skarmory there. Alright, so Aggron. Like for example, this Aggron could do more damage potentially to one of our other Pokemon than Skarmory could have. But I think Tempo is probably a good choice here once again, because I'm sure Aggron wants to use a Rock Attack, and Tempo being a ground type should not take much damage here. Probably Stone Edge if I had to guess, but could also be Rock Slide. Stone Edge, it is a hit. And it is a lot of... Actually, that's way more damage than I thought it was going to be. Oh, critical hit. Yeah, Stone Edge does have a high critical high critical hit chance. But I'm much more okay with him using his crit up, so to speak, there than later on. Unfortunately, this means we do lose tempo, so this is going to be a little bit of a different battle. But we might get a chance to show some other Pokemon as well, not just have them all be slaughtered by Tyrantrum. Let's bring in... I want to save. Let's bring in... Thrasher here. I guess Thrasher and Simon are kind of in the same boat, where both of them have a super effective move against Mega Metagross, but they're also weak to Meteor Mash. So I'm not sure there's really a reason here. I'm going to use Crunch, actually. I'm going to use Fire Fang. It has a 95% chance of hitting. I was just really worried he would use a full restore and that 2 crunches wouldn't be enough for a knockout. And thankfully that risk paid off, although it really didn't matter because he didn't use the full restore. But anyway, also this time, Clever has grown to level 71, so that's good. That's good news. Okay, Carbink. So let's see here. Ooh, yeah, Fairy and Rock type. Not great. So yeah, I mean we have Stone Edge, which is evenly effective. Everything else it resists or is immune to. I want to save Jest. So, and Finnick I think is going to be knocked out by Zen Headbutt from Mega Metagross. It's super effective against Stab. I think being a contact move, it gets its like Sharp Claws bonus as well from its ability. Ooh. Yeah, Moonblast. I was going to go in and like use Wood Hammer, but okay, we survived. Thankfully, Carbink is not a very good attacker. It's more of a defensive Pokemon. I am going to use Wood Hammer, though, despite the recoil damage, just because I don't think Earthquake would knock it out from full health. Wood Hammer should, though, getting Stab and being a higher base power move to begin with. There's the recoil. And Thrasher gained a level. Hey, now we're all 71. Perfect. Okay, Claydol. We should be faster than Claydol. And Wood Hammer is super effective. This might take down both Pokemon, but come on, Finnick, give it your all. Okay, down goes Claydol. So no Reflect, no Light Screen. That's definitely good news. Having a Reflect up or a Light Screen going into Mega Metagross, that would be very, very bad. Alright, so who does he have left? Aerodactyl and Metagross, I think. Trying to think if there's any reason to use one or another Pokemon here. Let's see, Rock Flying. He does have an Ice attack, Ice Fang, which would be good against Thrasher. But we also have Stone Edge. So let's go with that. And here's Aerodactyl. So he could flinch us, he could freeze us using Ice Fang, but if he doesn't, Stone Edge should be a one-hit knockout. Again, assuming it hits. We gotta get not unlucky here. Ah, it avoided it, okay. But that's okay. Just, again, Ice Fang is not the strongest move. Aerodactyl is not the strongest attacker. It's very fast, but it really needs high base power moves like Stone Edge. And there we go. This should be a knockout. Yes, okay. Alright, so now we're on to Mega Metagross. And the question is going to be, can we do just enough damage to whittle it down? So maybe we'll get lucky and dodge a Meteor Mash, although he's probably going to use that Headbutt. And once again, we are going to try for Crunch, and we'll see what happens. There's the Mega Stick Pin. Yeah, level 79. That is a very, very strong Pokemon. Certainly a formidable foe. And that's right, I forgot that it has Bullet Punch as well. And a crit. That's okay. That doesn't matter. Again, I'm okay with that crit as long as he doesn't get it on Meteor Mash. I don't know if a Surf plus a Heat Wave will be enough, but we might be about to find out. No misclicks, that would cost us the match. He is going to use Meteor Mash. It is a hit, so one, can we survive? We can, and it's not a attack boost. That's good news as well. So how much will Surf do? Oh, that was a critical hit. Wow, so we got lucky there, and it still didn't do that much damage. Okay, Giga Impact. This could be the opening we need right here. That's good news for sure, because that means he can't attack next turn. So, all right, let me just think here. If I bring in Clever can do 2 Heat Waves, which should do the trick, I would think. Could I also get away with bringing in Simon? He needs to recover. I would Shadow Ball. Let's do it. Let's bring in Simon first, because I do think Shadow Ball will be a nice amount of damage to weaken him for Mega Pidgeot. Alright, so very carefully. I could also do Yawn, but I think the damage is better. Because I think he's faster anyway, so you could use Meteor Mash, you could use Bullet Punch. Let's see. There's the Meteor Mash, and it is a hit. And it is a knockout. Oh, he got the attack boost! Ah, maybe I shouldn't have brought in Simon because I gave him a chance for that attack boost. That is unfortunate because now he can use Bullet Punch, which might, with the attack boost, be enough to take out Clever. So the question is he going to try it, or is he going to stick to like Meteor Mash or Giga Impact? Oh, he's faster! I didn't see him being faster with the attack boost. Ah, that's it. Alright, another loss there. I think... I don't know. I think we just got to give it another try and see what happens. One more try, and if I don't win this time, I'll use some rare candies or do some other training. But let's give it one more go and see if maybe a different strategy can pay off. All right. Let's hope that third time is the charm. I think I'll probably go in with a similar strategy. But a similar strategy the second attempt, that is. Because that worked pretty well. We did get lucky with that crit on Surf, which scares me that it did that little damage. I thought being a special attack and getting stab, it might do a little better than that. But yeah, this is going to be a tough one no matter what we do. I wonder, I might check our team's speed. Because... So we could go first. If we have Clever out when he comes in, we could go first against regular Metagross and get a Heat Wave off. But then we need somebody else to come in and finish him off. And he might use Giga Impact. He might use Meteor Mash. It's really hard to say. So, okay. For now, let's start with a Heat Wave against Skarmory. And I guess I should see if maybe, besides Clever, who is our fastest Pokemon? We have a lot of, like, not slow Pokemon, but very, like, medium speed Pokemon on this team. So I'm not really sure who that would be. But if there's somebody else who might be faster than Metagross before it evolves, that could be good to know. Once again, there's Sturdy. Oh, a burn! That's, doesn't really matter too much, to be honest with you. I guess, in fact, it might have, well, it meant we took a little less damage from Steel Wing, because it halved Skarmory's attack. It also means that Steven does not use up one of his Mega Potions, so that could be a bad thing. Now, we might not get Crit on Stone Edge this time, which would be nice. Not sure how that'll change the battle. Let me just do some checking. So we're at, yeah, we're very, well, actually, we're not that much faster than we were before. So 161, 150, tempo at 188, chest at 155. Okay, interesting. So let's actually bring in, I wish I had U-turn. And I could mirror move Stealing, but that really wouldn't do anything. So let's bring in Finnick. I'm gonna switch things up a little bit strategy-wise. I think my new goal might be to try to keep Nidoking healthy and to have him already switched in when Metagross comes in. Because then he could actually do some damage, a lot of damage with Earth Power. Alright, that's good. We tanked that hit even better than I thought we would. Earthquake and Superpower are both times 4 super effective, because fighting and ground are good against Steel and Rock. And either way, because of Sturdy, it's going to be a 2-hit knockout. Iron Tail is not an accurate move. Lowered our defense, but I don't think that matters too much. He's going to use a full restore now. But again, that really doesn't matter much in the long run. He's just delaying the inevitable. And the reason I'm using Earthquake instead of Superpower is because Superpower lowers our stats, so seems like an obvious choice. Oh, I knew I was just as soon as I clicked that, I was about to say, you know, I probably should use like Wood Hammer, which again would have been the perfect move for Claydol. I should have used it, even though it wasn't. It would have done a little bit of recoil damage, but I could have taken the recoil damage. All right, well, we should be faster. I guess the question is going to be now, are we going to die to the recoil from Wood Hammer? It's going to be close, but we might hang on. Yes, okay, good job, Finnick. And Carbink this time. Okay, this is good. This is good. So, I hate to do this to you, Finnick, but I'm going to ask for a big sacrifice here. I know this is going to knock you out with recoil damage, but I appreciate your sacrifice. Take a good rest. You just destroyed like half of Steven's team. And I'm very proud of you for it. Okay. So we're doing good. So we have 5 to 3 kind of. Now who's left? He still has Aerodactyl. He still has Aggron. Bullet Punch is also a Steel type move, so it's good against both Thrasher and Simon. I don't know if it matters again, so I guess I don't know if Simon could defeat Aggron if Steven uses another full heal on him, which he might. So let's bring in Thrasher. So the trick here, this is going to be a little bit complicated. This is going to be, maybe I should have just brought in Nidoking, but I'm not sure. All right, let's use Fire Fang, I guess. If he uses the 4-star, we could actually be in trouble, yeah. I should use Crunch. Both evenly effective. I guess I have a chance for a burn or a flinch here, but I also have a chance for a miss, and it's less damage. Alright, well, this might not matter too much in the long run. I don't know if Outrage might actually do more than Crunch, even though it's not very effective here. Alright, defense drop. That's good. Oh, and he missed the Iron Tail. That's also good news. Let's see. Okay, so Outrage. We are holding Dragon Fang, too. 180. Yeah, that should actually do more damage. So you know what? We're going to go for Crunch. And the only reason is I'm worried that Outrage would defeat Aggron and also defeat Aerodactyl. And if that's the case, I can't have Thrasher out when Mega Meteors comes in. Or I don't think I can. I think I need to have Tempo, our Nido King, out. So sadly, I think I'm gonna have to let myself faint, or I could switch potentially. But he's gonna use Ice Fang is the trouble, and I can't switch in Tempo, the Nido King, to an Ice Fang. So could switch in Lapras, but I don't think Lapras is faster. So we will just go with. I want to hit Stone Edge so badly. Was Thrasher faster last time? I don't think he was, right? Let me just see how his speed compares to Tempo's. Yeah, I know he's in battle. I want the summary. 161 to 188. Yeah, I think Tempo is the way to go here. So I appreciate everything, Thrasher, but I'm going to ask you to make a big sacrifice here. Let's do one Crunch, because that should not knock it out. Assuming we don't get like frozen or flinched or something. Yeah, not that much damage. Okay, I'm actually a little worried that Fire Fang and Crunch together might be too much damage. Maybe I should... Oh, yeah, because he can miss. We could burn him, which would actually be bad. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Ah, this is so awkward, because now I like... Ah, this is so awkward. He could use a full restore. Do I bring in Simon? Can Simon survive a bullet punch at full HP? There's so many variables here. All right, let's go for it. If Thrasher is just too good to throw this, then more props to him. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should have brought in... Well, we'll see. That's the thing with Pokemon. There's always like a million variations and a million things that could happen, but only one thing does. Or if you do this 3 times, only 3 things do. All right. So time to find out if Thrasher is faster than base Metagross. And he's going to Mega Evolve. That comes first no matter what. But the speed is already determined. And I feel like last time I was surprised by somebody being faster, but I don't remember who it was. Okay, it was not Thrasher. So down we go, but that's okay. Alright, let's go ahead and bring in... Is there a reason not to bring in Clever first this time? I don't think there is, so... Let's do it, see what happens here. Because we have a chance to burn with Heat Wave, which is nice. And that could be what we really need to win this. He is faster, he's going to use Meteor Mash. Can we survive it? We cannot. I was hoping for Hyper Beam there, Giga Impact there, rather. That's going to make this next to impossible, but yeah, let's see. Alright, Tempo is probably going to be hit by Zen Headbutt, but if we're not, Earth Power should do lots of damage. Yeah, there's Zen Headbutt. Is there any chance we could survive? No, Mega Metagross is just too strong. And our team has a lot of weaknesses to Psychic and Steel. So, alright, let's bring in Simon. He could miss the Meteor Mash and we could go for a Yawn. That might be our best bet here. Because even Shadow Ball being super effective doesn't do too much damage. And once again, he hits. And that's just a lot of damage being super effective. Yikes. 4th time's the charm. We are going way under leveled, so I don't feel too bad about this. But I really hope that we could like just eke out a win. If we had a little better luck and I had made a little better decisions. And we can go for Ice Beam. That's our only shot here is to like get a freeze. And then whittle him away with Surf and assume he has no more full restores. Come on, Jest. Give us the freeze we need. It's now or never, buddy. Oh, we got a freeze! Okay. We're still in this. Barely, but we are still in this. The trick is going to be, does he not have a full restore? Is he going to stay frozen? I wouldn't mind a crit or 2 here if we get really lucky. It'd be nice if we got him like not this move, but the next one was a crit. Oh, come on, Jest. Okay. He's probably trying to use Bullet Punch there, because that would probably be enough to defeat me. Will this be enough, or will it take him into the red? Into the red, he's probably use a full restore here. Do I bet on... Okay, so here's my dilemma here. Is if Steven is going to use a full restore, it's better to use Ice Beam, because I have to get another 10% freeze chance. If he doesn't, then Serve is the way to go. So basically, do I think there's what do I think the chances are of him not using a full restore? I think there's like a 25% chance he's out of full restores. So I think Serve is the better bet. And okay, he did not use the full restore. Will this be enough? Yes, it is. Critical hit. Oh, good job, Jess. I don't know if that critical hit mattered, but I will take it. Okay, that was epic. That wasn't really the way I wanted to win, was with the freeze, but hey, he got some good luck in the previous attempts, so I will take getting some good luck there. Just when we need it most. All right. Well, once again, we'll be. Oh, we got a Metagrossite. That's cool. If we had a Metagross, we could Mega Evolve it. I did have a regular Metagross in Alpha Sapphire, and I did Mega Evolve it in a couple episodes just for fun. But really, Altaria is my main Mega Evolution in that one. But all right, let's go ahead and we'll see the Hall of Fame one more time. That was such a weird battle, but we'll go with it. A lot of battles are weird battles. I feel bad that most of our team was just like one shot by Metagross, but I mean, what are you going to do? That's kind of his thing. And it took the entire team to win, so that's cool. All right, good job, Clever. Good job, Thrasher. Very good job, Finnick. Took out like half of Steven's team there. Good job, Tempo. Good job, Jest. And good job, Simon. Yeah, I feel bad for Tempo and Simon, who were just like in there to get one shot. But hey, they put in some work in previous attempts, and you know, any of them could have gotten a lucky crit or a lucky dodge, and Jess was just the one who got a little bit of luck at just the right time and won us the battle. So, all right, that is it for the Pokemon League. But when we come back, we have one more very, very tough fight. One more rematch against Wally, and this time he has a very strong team, super high level, and it's going to be another really tough one for sure. So, thank you guys for watching, and see you soon for our last battle. Take care.